The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC, takes the position that when an employee is unable to perform the essential functions of his or her current position, either with or without an accommodation, the employer must consider reassignment as a reasonable accommodation. This video will help you understand reassignment as a reasonable accommodation.
Under these circumstances, if a vacant position is available for which the employee is qualified, with or without a reasonable accommodation, the employer must reassign the employee unless reassignment would be an undue hardship. An employer is not required to train an employee if he or she is not qualified for the vacant position.
Reassigning an employee to a vacant position is different than merely allowing an employee to interview for a vacant position, an opportunity available to any member of the general public. An employer must place the employee in a vacant position for which they are qualified without requiring the employee to compete with other applicants for open positions.
Vacant includes any jobs that it reasonably anticipates will become vacant in the fairly immediate future. An employer is not required to bump another employee from their position to create a vacancy, required to create a new position, or to make a temporary position permanent to accommodate an employee.
Reassignment does not include promotion, and generally an employer does not have to place someone in a vacant position as a reasonable accommodation when another employee is entitled to the position under a uniformly applied seniority system. Employers should look for reassignments that are equivalent or close to equivalent to the employee's prior position. Reassignments that would constitute demotions should only be considered if no equivalent positions are available.
Reassignments should only be considered when accommodation within the individual's current position would pose an undue hardship and may not be used to limit, segregate, or otherwise discriminate against employees with disabilities. Several courts have described reassignment as an accommodation of last resort. Additional information regarding reassignment as a reasonable accommodation is available on the EEOC website.